Y'all, we back on. So back to what I was saying. Now y'all pay close attention to this clip of what all this shit I'm about to explain to you, because it's like, this is some real shit. This is universal knowledge. Everybody thinks about this and has to, this is something what everybody most people out here. So hear what I'm saying. I'm gonna start off with that example of the Too Short song. It's called No Love from Oakland. Go listen to it. I love real shit. I used to appreciate the Bay Area rap niggas. That's what I used to listen to, because the niggas used to always be on this player game shit or spitting knowledge about real life situations and how to win in it. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas is always just talking about how to be a winner and how to lose too. And what happens when you lose, nigga? You're knocked down or and they used to always talk about the game on how this structured society is. You know what I'm saying? For the black man and the people in the ghetto. And how to, niggas are trying to, using the knowledge and their willpower and game and understanding and learning to try to overcome and conquer it. So what he was saying was, in that song, is a part where he says, I knew back then I couldn't sell that coke because when I was young, it was hard to tell if I grow up, if I be rich as hell, but it was cool. I seen all my friends coming up and have big bank on their fingertips. You know what I'm saying? But, and he seen the dudes with the cars, and so he was attracted to that. How can I get on? And they told him, they said, well, look, if I'll front you a sack, but you better have my money in a week. If not, then don't cop no plea, because in the Ain't No Love show, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to kill you if you don't have my money in a week. If I front you this sack. That's just, that, and then he said right then and there, he knew that it wasn't for him. He can't get down like that. So basically the moral of the story is, there's a lot of things that come across everybody. Opportunities you'll always come across, but it's not, a lot of times it's a trick, because the people that's laying the rules or the law and who you agreeing to do shit with for whatever they need you for. Because remember, everybody just using you for whatever they need you for. It's a game out here. So, you make agreements to stupid shit. A lot of things are impossible to do. It's just like these car loan places that you'll see on the corners when they say, we'll give you money on your car. You can still drive it. You just give us the pink slip and we'll give you some money against it. On it as a loan, a few dollars. But then to pay the loan back every week, they putting all these extra $20, $30 on every $100 that they loaned you. Motherfucker might loan you $1,500. You might get $1,500. You might have a $3,000 car that's worth $3,000 on the pink slip. They might give you $1,500, but they know that they're gonna end up keeping that car anyway, because they know that how they got the game to where they know they're gonna make it hard for you to even pay it back. That they know you ain't gonna pay it back. So they giving you the agreement. They'll be like, okay, I'll give you $1,500 for this car, or $1,000. They don't even give $1,500. We'll give you it's like how pawn shops, how cheap these motherfuckers is. They give you $1,000 for like a $3,500 car. Then they'll tell you, you got to pay me this $1,000 back within a month and a half or some shit like that. And every week we want payment from you. Pay us $100 a week, or $120. No, $150 a week or some shit like that, because they're tacking on the extra $40, $50 as interest on every $100. They want $35 back. You see what I'm saying? Like, they charging a nigga 40% interest and shit like that. And if you don't pay the full amount off, either the full amount as a whole, or even with the interest and payments off within that 2 months, then the car is theirs. And they already had the pink, so they can just come retrieve the car or report it stolen, and they gonna get it. It's a trick, but you agreed to it because you was in a vulnerable state. You really wanted this money that badly for whatever fucking reason. A lot of niggas do that with their lives. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas make agreements and do stupid shit, and they end up dead or fucked off because they agreed with the wrong motherfuckers who was sharks. They call them sharks. This game is like, it's like basically, you know what I mean? When things come, everybody, the reason I say everybody has to deal with this because it's in your career. People, sports players got to think about this shit. Every draft, every free agent, you know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers up in the draft got to think about this shit. They decide, okay, do I want to go to such and such is trying to draft me. They gave me an offer. Should we take that? You know what I'm saying? Should I work for, you know, and they trying to focus their career, their longevity career. So it's a gamble. You got to make the right moves and the right choices. Binary system, yes or no. Yes, no, as you go along. And you got to think of everything and try to make the best choices you can. But then again, you don't want to fuck up opportunities neither. So you got to, like, some opportunities that might come across you in life, and you like, damn, I can get paid. This can be good for me. And then but you can't just dive nose first into certain things depending on who you're dealing with. A lot of people say, oh, I ain't got nothing to lose anyway. Nigga, you got your life to lose, because if you make a choice and you accept and you sold it, that's what they call selling yourself short. Or selling yourself out or cheap, fast. If you do that, and then you bonded in this, then how is you going to, you know, you ain't give yourself enough time or room for another opportunities to come that might even be better for you for the long run, and you might get paid more and not be stuck. And the whole thing is, it's all agreements. When you agree and shake hands on deals and shit like that come across you, a lot of shit you got to pass up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers, you got to like, no, I'm cool. You know what I mean? You got to like really, this shit out here is a game. You know what I'm saying? You got to really be on your shit. Don't sell yourself short, because, again, a lot of motherfuckers that is and agreed and was a part of some shit, you know, ended up dead. After they done using these niggas for what they need them for, them niggas, they killed them niggas and niggas is gone. You know what I'm saying? But while the niggas was around, they had a few dollars, but they wasn't happy. They knew that they was a prisoner and a slave behind the shit. You see what I'm saying? So the whole goal is to be free and enjoy your things, and let the Lord, the universe, you know, ask God for guidance and to protect you from these things, because the universe and God know everything. They can see the future and the past, and they know who motherfuckers, all the secrets and shit. So if you ask God for guidance and help and protection past not letting the wrong things, or you fall into the wrong hands and things like that, and to protect you, to keep you, you know what I'm saying? That's what people need to be doing. And then you got to respect and appreciate God. You know what I mean? And give it and help others. You know what I'm saying? Put your work in, your part in, because a lot of people out here is in the middle of a bunch of bullshit, and they sold themselves short, and them niggas don't have shit. Them niggas sold out early. Sold themselves out for nothing, because they didn't have this, maybe somebody didn't have this conversation with them. They had nobody to talk to them or tell them this first, that I'm spitting. They got this knowledge to even tell them. So y'all need to be appreciated, like I said earlier in this video, y'all need to be appreciating me talking or these videos. You know what I mean? Instead of talking shit about me, trying to down me, trying to play me. You know what I mean? Y'all need to be respecting this shit. You know what I mean? Because this is some real knowledge. Also, and it can make real impact on your lives and people's lives, for real. And it's all called, you know, you want to be prosperous and move forward and have good things. You don't want to be a backwards, we call them backwards hustlers. Backwards hustlers are niggas that do shit backwards. They just keep making the wrong choices. They do shit that get them in a hole to where everything, there's niggas that get money or get into some shit and they end up getting more debt or putting themselves in a hole to where anything they get, they don't even see it. It's getting paid to somebody else. I mean, you're just a whole trick and working for whoever else tricked your motherfucking ass into agreeing with them that you gonna do that for them. Backwards hustlers. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you don't see nothing. They get no money, but you do all this work. A lot of motherfuckers got that through, I've heard a lot of stories about this, through child support. Or niggas that get divorced. I got this motherfucker telling the other day, yeah, man, I make fucking $4,000 every 2 weeks, and I make, you know what I'm saying? This nigga make $8,000 a month, and this nigga said he don't see none of that because he got divorced. He paying on the house. He don't live there with the kids. The fucking judge told him that he got to pay them all this money and take care of all it. And then he got a little apartment he paid $1,200 for. So he lives in a little ghetto apartment for 2-bedroom apartment in the hood. It's $1,200, and he pays the fucking wife's car note, the house note, all the kids. He don't even live there. And then this nigga pays all this other shit and then shops all this shit, and he don't even see none of his own money, but he worked for it every day making all this money. You know what I'm saying? He agreed to that shit because he didn't know no better. And then nigga, you gonna be doing that shit for you. It's a lot of niggas I done heard like that. Just not just through the child support industry, but just all kind of shit that it's just. I'm just giving you an example of how nigga, when you agree to shit, you know what I mean, and don't sell yourself short so fast. Stop being thirsty. You know what I mean? Really pay attention to shit, because I know a lot of niggas personally who done died behind shit. It happens every motherfucking day. 90% of murders out here is people getting killed by people that they know, that they done dealt with, even their own friends and homies. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare that motherfuckers get murdered by random people that don't know them. You know what I mean? It's always inside shit or motherfuckers who know. Like, you know what I mean? So that's why, again, that's another good reason why you should study yourself and roll solo, bolo, you know what I'm saying, with the universe. It's a good thing, you know what I mean? Because you don't want to have ties and bondages and be in the middle of fucking with people on some stupid ass shit. Because a lot of times that shit is dead end. Dead end lifestyle, dead end choices, dead end mind. Dead, it's just like niggas that used to jump in gangs. You know what I'm saying? Niggas dead. All the niggas I went to school with, all the niggas from the 90s is gone, dead and gone, or they in jail. Because they got when they was all in gangs. But they knew, even though motherfuckers got at them at a vulnerable state when they was ignorant and young and dumb, because when I was coming up, everybody was gangbanging since elementary school or junior high school. Like in the 6th grade, niggas was gangbanging. All the Mexicans was already gangbanging, jumped into gangs in the 6th grade. 7th grade, niggas was 10 years old already gangbanging. So they was young and stupid and making choices for their life, because when they was jumping the game, they understood and knew and agreed that it's for life. Nigga, how can you be 10 years old and you making a fucking agreement and choices for your whole fucking life, but you only 10 years old? Nigga, that's weird shit. And then they had the little tattoos and messages. You had the little 3-dot crazy life tattoos in like 7th grade, nigga. 6th grade they had that shit. Niggas getting tattoos when they was 9 years old. Niggas and Mexicans was doing that shit out here. You know what I'm saying? 9 years old, making choices for their whole life, and they was really dying and going to jail. And 10, 11, 12, 13 years old, you know what I'm saying? The average motherfucker, when I was coming up, life expectancy wasn't past 20 years old. Everybody was dying. When I was 17, niggas was getting murdered. Gang of niggas I know. I'm talking about niggas like the nigga Cecil I told you that died on 4th of Vineyard. I was at the nigga house. I seen the nigga the same day he died. We was at the nigga crib chilling in the garage. And then the next day, Monday, the nigga got killed. So, these motherfuckers I done gave a ride. It's different niggas I done gave a ride to the store. And the next day, the homie's like, hey, remember something you gave a ride to? But that nigga got killed yesterday. After I seen him, I'm like, God damn, this nigga was in my car yesterday. It's like, that's how it used to be out here. And I grew up in that, around that kind. So that's why, another reason why I'm so smart in the way I am now, because you had to be a strategist to even survive or even make it to be a certain age out here. Nigga, I'm 37 now, I made it over the hump. All them niggas, when I was coming up, niggas didn't even make it past 25. All my close homies, even niggas I used to roll with, that what, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be with me, call me every day, niggas is dead. You know what I'm saying? So, I got a lot of homies I made a song about, a lot of R.I.P. to a lot of my friends, man, the homies that I grew up with or was a teenager having fun with, you know what I mean? And niggas just, you know what I mean? Niggas made agreements. I got a homie that died because he didn't want to give his pink slip up at the Ontario races. My homie, his name was D. He's from NBT. Y'all seen the movie. If you go look at the movie Boys in the Hood, or go on YouTube or Google it, and he's the dude with the pacifier in his mouth. You know what I'm saying? The dude with the little things, the skinny dude with the pacifier in his mouth. They called him Dookie. His character was Dookie in the movie. That was my homie. We used to kick it, man. Break dancing, and he was a tagger. He wasn't even no gangbanger. This nigga was a tagger and a dancer. You know what I'm saying? Like on some hip hop shit. He's from nothing but troubles. Nigga, we used to kick it tough. You know what I mean? He used to be with us in Covina, man. That was the homie. And that nigga at 94, I remember that after the car, he was like, man, D died. What happened? That nigga raced. He was racing his Volkswagen Bug. Nigga got egos. You know what I'm saying? This nigga's an Ontario racist. Racing Filipinos for the pink slip. He lost. He didn't want to give up the car. They shot the whole car up and killed him, his girlfriend, the nigga that was in the back seat, and his girlfriend. All four of them got murdered or some shit like that. Nigga, over a goddamn Volkswagen Bug. You know what I'm saying? This nigga got kids from the homegirl. You know what I'm saying? I ran into him on Facebook, like, this nigga kids is grown now. He didn't even get a chance to see his kids. You know what I'm saying? Because the nigga made an agreement. The nigga agreed that he gonna give up his car, the pink slip to his car, if he loses the race, and he lost, and he didn't want to give it up. So they killed him. Niggas, stop making stupid ass agreements. Stop gambling. You know what I mean? Stop gambling with motherfuckers. Stop trying to be greedy and trying to cut corners and thinking you're going to get this fast shit because you gambling. Niggas that be doing credit card scams and all these other motherfuckers doing all these scams and shit, trying to get fast money, thinking you going to cut corners and get... Nigga, that shit is a hoax in the first place. The feds and motherfuckers put that shit out there. Undercovers be the niggas that be putting niggas on. They the ones with the credit card scams. Hey nigga, I know you get paid to do this. Them is undercovers trying to set you up just so they can use that to try to give you a case. Because you agreed to doing it. You see what I'm saying? And then you agreed that if you do it, if you get caught, that you know you're going to get some time. You're going to get caught up and get a case behind it and you're going to go to jail. And you agreed to that whole scenario. And the whole time, the motherfucker who come with the fucking scams is the undercovers and the feds. Only thing they trying to get you to do is to agree that they gonna take you to jail, like that you gonna get your life took, or they gonna take you to jail if you accept this shit and get caught. And then, of course, you're gonna get caught, nigga, because the nigga you accepted it from is the motherfucker that's gonna catch. That's the police. That's how stupid niggas is. So universal law is agreements. That's why everything here got to do with a contract. Everything has contract and fine print in the contract and all that shit, like, because you agreeing, but you don't read all the fine prints. Even when you download an app on your phone, you agree. That's why you got to accept. You know what I'm saying? Everything is agreements. Nigga, it's called, they got this shit called Questy QV or Questy VQ. One of the others. CUESTIQUIVI. Or you'll find it. All you gotta do is want to search it and type it in. That's the universal law for law that you have to agree. It's like in Latin, it's Questy QV or VQ. They got it, all of them that go by that. That's universal law. All the judges and fucking lawmakers and all this shit for this, because it's all made up. They made up their own shit, the laws and shit for the animal people, to the sheep to abide by, that all based around their best interests of them staying in power. And you, the sheep, agreed to that shit. And that's why these motherfuckers are stuck in the matrix and they always stomped on. You know what I'm saying? But the Questy VQ shit is if you know about it and you tell these motherfuckers they won't fuck with you because they're not supposed to, because that's the universal shit of this whole shit. That can't nobody do nothing against your motherfucking will against you unless you agree. So the whole trick is, everything, the whole game and tricks is for you to agree. Nigga, that's why they got that shit on TV, the first 48 hours and the CSI and all these police movies. I used to wonder why and all the females used to watch it every day. I'm like, why they put all this shit on TV since the mid-90s all the way to now? It's because